And welcome on back, everyone. I am joined once again with...
Hello, it's me again, Ibble Bibble, and it hasn't been 2 months since our last recording.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm in that midlife crisis stage at a young
I just
age
love
where...
July, don't you? July is so nice.
I couldn't believe it. I looked at the our Discord chat log, and it said 7:19. I was like, are you fucking joking me? It's 9:23 right now.
Yep. It's been a while, and you're still in the dungeon, I see. Doing dungeon things.
Yep, we're here for the long haul. I'll see you all in like 2040 when this LP finally ends.
Oh boy.
Assuming we don't get knocked into a three-way nuclear war.
That's probably gonna happen. Which makes me feel kind of better that my LP's probably never gonna end. It's like, I'm just gonna die first, or, the game servers get nuked or something like that. Just how it is.
At least it's a legitimate excuse.
Yeah, it's like, I can't play this game anymore. All the devs died in horrific nuclear hellfire. And then I died as well, so I can't really play it anymore.
So yeah, after beating that first boss, what's nice is that...
Remind me, that was the Beholder, right?
That was the Beholder that I did not get any experience for because he killed himself.
I do remember this. I do remember this, yes.
I could not believe that shit.
You gotta admit, that's pretty good comedic factor.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, but man. But what's nice is we can now access, like, that part. We can access the main hub. And instead of having to go all the way through the dungeon, we can take that shortcut to the end of the Beholder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it... Yeah, pretty nice.
So there's no, like, teleport points or anything like that? Or, like, no free ones other than that, I assume?
Oh, whoops.
Oops.
I wanted to see what was on the boat. So no, besides the lift stone, which teleports you back up here, there is no teleporting around.
Okay.
Oh, shut up, Diana.
Oh,
here, give me your daggers. So the assassin class can have daggers and swords, and if you have daggers, you can double jump if you unlock it.
You would think that if you knew how to double jump, you could just double jump with whatever, right? Or is this game balance? The dreaded game balance.
Yeah, so you would want to, even if you want to use swords, you would want to carry around a pair of daggers. Oh god, Diana, come on!
Smart.
You would want to keep hold of a pair of daggers just so you can double jump for, mobility purposes.
Are there, like, puzzles that require a double jump to do? Like, jumping puzzles?
Not like jumping puzzles, but usually there's stuff that's, like, kind of out of the way that would require double jumping.
Right.
Or, if we were a mage class, we could get the ability to levitate for a few seconds, kind of like Peach from Super Mario 2.
Oh, okay.
But theirs.
Yep, and this dungeon is kind of... There are a few things that it's like, wow, they really wanted you to be a mage in this.
What am I meant to do?
And not that being a mage is bad. The spells are pretty cool in this game, and honestly, I wish more games had more spells like in this game, but...
Are they just kind of boring?
It's boring to play as because you have to stand there and charge up the spell to cast it.
Right, okay.
But you could do shit like call meteors from the sky or have tornadoes show up. It's very visually impressive.
So basically the Black Mage experience.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, there was something I picked up. It was like a little tombstone on the ground. Not a tombstone, but like part of like a monument.
Right.
And you get little bits of story through it.
Story.
I picked up 2 of them, but the second one is voiced. So I'm going to add that to the end of the video if someone wants to see that.
Okay, then.
Oh. Now, there is one last thing inside of like this little area past the Beholder once I find the one spot you're allowed to climb. And there's another statue up here.
Oh, I forgot what these do. They do something.
There are like some quests
Oh right, I
like,
do. Yeah, okay, now I remember.
Collect 10, collect 20.
That reminds me of doing the sightseeing log in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh jeez.
The ARR one with no flying. And some of the mini jumping puzzles you have to do were absolutely infuriating, especially because they're paired with time and weather requirements.
Jesus.
And sometimes if you don't go there and like pre jump before the window, sometimes you need to wait 4 days for the next one.
Oh hey, sup, Death?
Oh, hello. What's up?
We're just gonna run from him.
Does he die if he goes into water?
I think he might.
Amazing.
I need to double check, because I know like dragons can die if they fall in the water, because the water is just that hardcore.
Damn, that is pretty hardcore.
But yeah, don't some of those ARR site logs require you to like throttle your frame rate so you can do the jump?
It's not necessary, but it makes the jumps a lot easier. I did have to do it for a few of them. I set it to 30 FPS. Yep.
We got another visitor. This is the Elder Ogre. Or a troll.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
It was a bit delayed.
Now, remember how long it took us to kill a normal one?
Oh, no. No.
Now, these are different. Oh, good job, Diane. Just jumping right into his path. Anyways, so the normal ones, like, specifically target women. The elder ones, though, want males.
I see.
Insert, like, joke here of older men wanting younger men here.
Or maybe the elder's a female.
That could be.
It happens in a lot of animal species, actually. Not
and
like
then
you
there's
can really tell.
There was an undead creature I was focusing on mostly during all that.
Yep.
It's a banshee,
Right.
and they do this scream that stuns you. I was like, damn it, I want to kill her before leaving and coming back, because otherwise her health will restore, and I don't want to go through that. So now I'm just like, okay, let's let the pawns open up the chest, and okay, there's no
mimic.
There's no mimic. Okay, perfect. Okay, go ahead, open it.
Trap.
Good job, thanks.
Oh.
I feel like have you ever played Gauntlet? The Gauntlet series. It's a game where between 1 to 4 players, you pick your class, and it's just basically like a horde kind of thing where there's like little spawn. You go through a map, there's spawners that spawn enemies constantly, and you're supposed to kill them and whatnot.
Oh, right.
And you gain experience, you gain money.
So kind of like a Diablo-y Left 4 Dead?
Yeah. That's a good comparison.
Okay.
There's the big thing though is
you're
supposed to have keys, right? And keys to unlock chests and doors.
Right.
When you open a chest though, you lag for a second before you can pick the item up. When I used to play Gauntlet with my little brother, that little fucker would have you wait for you to open a chest and then swoop in to grab the loot.
The makings of a loot ninja.
Oh yeah, there was I've knocked him around a few times for that shit. I was like, knock it the fuck off, man. And then I just stopped opening chests, and I said, no, you open it.
It's my time to shine.
Yeah. It's like,
why are you carrying a
because
box?
keys. Yeah, I was gonna throw the box at the skeletons,
okay.
but then I thought Chell killed them all, but no.
Can you not knock them off the edge? Or are you trying to?
You can. I try to. You see how I try to go around to try to knock them towards there. Because because you noticed all those explosive barrels right there, and I was like trying to throw them at them and hopefully knock them off, but that didn't work out so well.
Damn you, game physics.
But yeah, Gauntlet, fun game, but man.
I think I saw some screenshots of like a 2016 or something release of it, re-release, I don't know, or like
new version. Like a re-release, and
I was like, that kind of looks cool, but I don't have enough people interested to play with me.
Yeah,
so I said, whatever.
That's always the problem now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we got harpies here on this bridge. Knocked one down, and it turns out you can kill them by throwing them off the edge. I'll get some experience, and there you go.
Okay, that's interesting. I guess they're too stunned to fly again.
That's probably... Oh, hey, what does Chell have in her hand? Chell, you stupid bitch!
Uh-oh.
Are you all right, Master?
Hey,
no, I'm not.
At least you didn't get knocked off the bridge. I thought that was what was gonna happen. That'd be very funny, but no.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky there because that's what I was expecting too. So yeah, pawns will, if you know, because I'm always grabbing barrels and throwing them, some pawns start picking up on it. I guess it's my fault in the end for teaching her bad habits.
Yeah, you're a terrible example of how to fight good. No one should ever learn from you.
Nope. I'm the person who... Oh god, what was the joke? I'm the person who cross-class ruin because it can crit unlike stone.
When was that? I don't remember that ever being a thing.
That was way back in Realm Reborn where you could like cross-class hella stuff.
I mean, I don't remember stone not being able to crit.
That was the joke. It was something with like white mages couldn't crit or something like that, and the whole gimmick behind a scholar was that it could crit. So someone like mixed that together.
That's so weird. I don't. Yeah, I only started playing like the arse end of Heaven's Word, so when the jobs were actually good.
Oh man, let me tell you, back in my day, man. It was, yeah. Have you watched the 1.0
Yes,
stuff?
retrospective, yeah. I have.
Some of the stuff they put in there, that was fucking...
insane.
What were they thinking? Like, if you want to teleport, you need a specific currency, and this currency regenerates every, like, 6 hours or something.
Yeah. I will say I've played Final Fantasy XI, but this was after like all the grognardy shit got nerfed, and you could just play with AI, and that was pretty fun. But I can't imagine playing Final Fantasy XI in its heyday. And then the same guys who ran Final Fantasy XI back then ran Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, so it makes sense that it's absolutely dog shit. Oh, hello.
So meet I believe these are the enforcers.
Okay.
They're kind of way out of our reach right now.
Okay. Ooh, oopsies.
So let's just try that again. But let's give him a wide berth.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just some of that stuff they did in 14 was just
terrible. Yeah, and the crafting and the running and using skills. Skills were server side, stuff like that. There was like a lot of stuff that was server side in that game that did not have to be server side.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's why the servers were such shit. Because every time you had like open a menu, it would have to access.
Oh
the server.
Yeah, menus were server side. How could I forget?
And yeah, and that was like supposed to keep you from botting or whatever. But
who the hell was that brain genius? Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's going on inside that building? Oh Jesus Christ!
It's in.
Run!
Is it enforcer?
What's annoying is like you get commands for your pawns like go, come, and help, but like using them changes your pawn's inclination, and usually for the worse.
I see.
So you rarely want to use them.
It's kind of like the Chocobo in 14, like the Chocobo Companion. I recently learned that if you set it on healing focus, it heals exactly the same amount as it would in free mode. It just doesn't use attack skills.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this room right here, Midnight Helix, it's basically the Rotunda of the Dead, which is that arena that spawns new enemies every time you enter.
Exciting.
It's just that Rotunda of the Dead spawn enemies that are outside of Bitter Black. That Midnight Helix spawns enemies in Bitter Black.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you ever want to grind. And we did get a little sneak preview of the enemies we're going to be fighting now. Flame Saurians, which are those little lizard dudes, but now they're on fire.
Oh.
And very helpfully, the game gives us 3 pots of water right here. So, here we go. Perfect.
Oh. Smart.
Yeah, so...
That's pretty cool of the game to do that for you.
I know, this is what I love about this game, is that you can do shit like that, and I just wish more games had that kind of thing.
And it's pretty organic too, because they actually put the pots of water near the lizards. I was rereading the Quest of Glory Let's Play. You know that old Sierra, like, point and click adventure game, right?
Yeah, the point and clicks where you gotta, like, if you didn't get this item at this point, you die, like, 2 hours later.
Yeah, basically. Although I don't think Quest for Glory was that bad. You're thinking of the really bad King's Quest ones.
Also, real quick, as a Saurian got knocked closer to these pots, I picked them up and threw them away to make sure we didn't actually break the pots.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
But go on.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, it just reminded me of those, like, unwinnable situations. Except not as bad, because I assume you can still kill them even though they're on fire.
Yeah, it's just harder. Ice can also extinguish them, though it, like, takes time.
Oh, okay.
And I'm, like, trying to shoot this guy, but, yeah, not really... it's not really doing what I want, and here he comes.
Time for this shit?
Yeah, so when they're on fire, they breathe fire.
Ah, okay. That's
and also, yeah, it also knocks you down, so of course it's dangerous. Oh, and by the way, those flames aren't just cosmetic. If you knock him into the flames, he catches right back on fire.
Oh, that's
and now I'm like, shit, I need to get him out of there. So let's pick him up. Oh, nope, he caught on fire again. So I guess it's a good thing we got him stunned. But I'm trying to, like, let's knock him out of there. God damn it, Diana. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Hey.
And yeah, using fire weapons on him will also reignite him.
So not exactly a smartest move.
Yeah, so you definitely want ice. It's also why I replaced our party members. I know it's hard to pick up on which pawn who's yelling stuff is who, but I picked up a guy who has ice and lightning, which I'll need.
Ooh.
And his name is Nigr.
Ooh.
And I don't know how to take that. Because he's like, he looks Nordic. He's white, he's got face paint, he's blonde. So I'm like, is that like a Nord name? A Viking name, I mean? Not Nord, because that's a Elder Scrolls race.
Nair? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I'm...
Just call him that guy. And don't risk it.
Speaking of Nordic stuff.
Yeah, go on.
Recently I played Stellaris. And I was looking through the different race mods. There is a race mod called Nordic, something like that. Can you guess what that race mod entails?
It's either Skyrim or racists, and I'm gonna go with racists.
Neither. It's fucking Neptunia.
Oh, what? Why? I don't get
It's the Neptunia girls, but their clothes are blue and they are blonde.
Amazing.
I am not fucking... I'm gonna put a picture of it on screen. I am not fucking making that up. And one of the comments was something like, why the fuck can't I find a good Viking mod? Why is it all this weeb shit?
Oh, God.
Yeah, like, goddamn. Why?
That is a good question, yeah.
I don't think the Neptune girls, when I think of Nords.
Yeah.
So I had to keep Niger from... I'm gonna call him, I guess. From casting a spell on the enemy's bows. I don't want him to aggro the entire frickin' room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Though one of them already got activated.
So, whoops.
Yeah, these guys, we're gonna get a real, like, newbie experience to Dragon's Dogma.
Yep.
Right after I take out these spiders. But, they are what's called corrupted pawns. And you can kind of see one. He's running up to us.
Okay.
And I don't see where he goes, though, so I'm kind of randomly throwing, shooting arrows to see if I can hit him. I'm like, where the fuck does this guy go? Because, they act just like regular pawns.
Except
and
that
so they get the whole, except they're evil.
Yeah.
And they get like the moves you get and whatnot. And here we go. This asshole right here with the sword and shield.
Ooh.
If you play Dragon's Dogma for the first time, about an hour or two in, after you do the whole Hydra stuff and whatnot,
Right.
there's this path you can take towards a forest, and there are bandits there. One of them is a sword and board bandit. This guy barely takes damage, barely gets stunned, and one-shots you. At a low level. Yeah. And pretty much anyone who has ever played Dragon's Dogma has asked the question, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these guys?
Run. Just run.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to pull a few enemies in one by one. And, what luck. We get a spellcasting nerd in here.
Okay, so is he weak against magic?
So he's weak against getting his ass kicked.
Okay, that too. Would you like to know what I played the other day?
What's that?
So I met up with my usual D&D crew, but this time around, because our DM was too busy to write anything for our actual D&D campaign, we played a bunch of one-shot games. And one of the one-shot games we played was called Honey Heist. Honey Heist is a game where you are bears, as in actual animal bears, and you are trying to steal a load of honey. That is the point of the game. And from the randomly generated shit I rolled, I was a slick black bear thief. And I named him Donde Está, International Bear of Mystery. He is Mexican, I think. I'm not entirely sure what accent this is, but it is vaguely exotic, and that's what matters. And yeah, it was pretty fun just pretending to be a bear trying to get a load of honey.
You furry.
Hey, it was a one-time thing. We also played some other one-shot games. Not the same day, but like over a few weeks. One was called Sexy Battle Wizards. Where you are sexy battle wizards. That is literally it. Your 3 stats are sexy, battle, and wizard, and you seem to be having a very fun time fighting these guys.
Wow. And yeah, these guys are kicking my ass. I even used a parry up that increases my defense, and I'm still just getting jacked the fuck up.
Damn. Are these guys like over leveled for you, or are you?
Yeah, it's kind of a combination. You know, again, I am lower leveled than expected since I ran here first thing.
I was about to ask, are you just shit? But I thought that was mean.
No, yeah, I'm just getting fucked up. So I'm like, okay, this is not good.
Not
so
here. Not here.
Died. Let's revive the pawns, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
So, I really need to get new equipment because so far just the sword is not. You know, Diana needs a good weapon herself.
Right.
Now we're back at Midnight Helix. This is that tower that had that asshole gargoyle in it, as well as the BDSM Cyclops. There is a room I missed.
Oh.
It is a very important room. Instead of going up the stairwell, you jump up here, and there are these 2 chests in this little alcove here. These chests can hold bitter black armor or bitter black weapons.
You say can, so it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Can you say
Also,
scum?
I switched to Ranger,
okay.
and whenever you use its charge ability and you fire the second it charges up, you hear a gunshot, and it's kind of cool. I think it does more damage, but that might just be confirmation bias.
Okay, so you are safe scumming this. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I'm saving, so in case I didn't get him, I was just going to reload, because I'm not going to wait for the thing to respawn.
So that's how the RNG's not like locked in the moment. Oh, okay.
No, not for those.
Okay.
So I grabbed my weapon, I got a novelty, whatever, let's head on back.
Oh yeah, I also played another game called For Sherlock Holmes and the Vampire, who is one of the aforementioned Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock fucking Holmes.
Yeah, you are all Sherlock Holmes, and there's been a murder, and you have to solve the case and also figure out which one of you is a vampire. There might be multiple vampires, there might be no vampire. It's all randomly generated, and it's all really stupid and fun.
So, something I did, because I don't think I've explained how purification weapons works, but...
Or you might have, I just forgot. But yeah, go on.
When you purify a weapon or armor, what it picks is depending on your classes.
Okay.
And we'll just call them yellow, red, blue, because those are the colors that the classes have on the thing. So if it's based on you and your pawn, so I switched Diana from warrior to ranger, just so I can get
Not because
good thing I didn't have the nude mod on.
Not yet.
So I saved it just in case it was something I wouldn't like, because if it wasn't something I liked, I could have reloaded. But hey, I got a weapon for a ranger, so that's good.
Nice.
But I could have reloaded and maybe switched all the warriors, so at the very least I can get a warrior weapon I would like. So that's kind of how it works. It sucks for the hybrid classes, because it rolls off both colors, you know, red, blue, yellow, blue.
Yeah, I can see
but,
that.
Yeah. So I grabbed this, so we got the Savage Ranger, and look at that, almost 300 extra damage. But it's a higher leveled weapon, and I got a little notification saying that it's meant for a higher leveled class. And this is why this isn't going to be a low level run.
Right.
Because I'm going to go ahead and use it. Look at the bottom left. Every normal attack drains my stamina.
So,
and it's not just the bow either. I can use my daggers, and it will also kill my stamina.
So do you basically need to get to the right level to use it without stamina drain?
Yep, I need to get the right level, so that's why, you know, not intentionally trying to get my level, because otherwise it'd be impossible to play.
Right, that's fair enough. I don't think anyone...
So yeah.
Ooh, hello.
So yeah, I just, I grind bitter black stuff. And hopefully next video we'll actually, kill those pawns.
See you guys in 3 months. Just in time for Christmas.
Shut the fuck up.
To serve her master and be as she commands, to be shaped in her image, that is the part of a pawn. But my master's image is no longer her own. Defeated by the world's steward, she fell into perdition. Having witnessed her fail to achieve her purpose, my breast was filled with regret. Yet amid that darkness, a spark of light too took root. Within my soul, a crude and inchoate mirror to the arisen zone, new strength emerged. I had awoken to love. I came to notice the changes within me as his tireless ministration saw my shattered memories slowly mend. I came to love him as my master had before me. Then some years later, fate came on dragon's wings to mark him an arisen, as his master was before him. Though his heart was lost, he seemed more alive than ever. He burned with new purpose to slay the worm and avenge Grete. I became his pawn of my own will. I too saw in this a new calling, to love him, serve him, and lend him strength, ultimately to become as him. It was a fate I welcomed gladly. Defeat me or speak your wish and offer up a sacrifice. A second time I heard the dragon's bargain spoke. Yet I felt a strange reluctance in its tone, as if the ultimatum were given unwilling. And in that moment, I knew it. The worm we now faced was my former master transformed. The revelation tore him apart. Whichever his choice, the wages were cruel tragedy. A new and dark desire poured forth from his sundered soul. His wish for power to destroy all existence marked me for death. And yet I never blamed him. For as my life was snuffed out, I held firm to my belief. The day would come, I knew, when he, our master, and I myself would find redemption.